So what is better, an online comparative market assessment or a market assessment done by a real human being? Hi, I'm Bill Stevenson, and you may have seen online there are things called like Zestimates and estimates of value that are automated or automatic that come from iBuyers or online providers of some sort. And you may wonder, how accurate are they? Well, good news and bad news. The first thing is that estimates, particularly Zillow estimates, have actually gotten a lot better over the past 4 or 5 years, maybe longer. They used to be wildly inaccurate and used to really throw people off. But now they're getting pretty darn close in most circumstances. So you might wonder, why do you want a human being? Well, one thing is that these internet robots have never been inside your home, as far as I know. And the best thing to do is to have somebody, a human being who knows what they're doing, come into your home and assess. The robots don't know anything about any improvements that you've made, whether your roof is new. They don't know whether you've updated paint colors. They don't know whether you've updated your kitchen, your bathrooms, or whatever. They don't know anything. They don't know if the landscaping is better. They also don't know, and this is important too, about any deficiencies that your house might have that aren't obvious. For example, they may not know that the neighbor has 17 dogs in a kennel outside that are barking all the time. They may not have noticed that your house is by power lines, or that it needs paint, or that there's rotting wood, or that the landscaping is all dead. So they wouldn't know any of that, and that does affect the market value of your home. So in short, aside from not knowing, never having been inside your home and not maybe noticing some of the improvements or deficiencies that your home might have, it's not, those online estimates are not nearly as comprehensive. This is what we do when we do a CMA, or when a human being does a CMA. There are page after page of adjustment guidelines that go way beyond whether or not, how much square footage you have. It goes into your landscaping, your crawl space versus your slab, what kind of driveway you have, how many bathrooms you have and what they look like, what kind of air conditioning unit you have, all that kind of stuff. So this is really going to get you a very, very much more accurate assessment, and that can really only be done by a human being. But the most important thing is that the online estimates aren't as timely, believe it or not. I used to sort of chuckle about this kind of thing in the past when agents would say, I know what's going on in the market on a day-to-day basis. And I think, how much difference could a day possibly make? Well, a day might not make that much difference, but a month certainly does. At least this year, it certainly has made an enormous difference. I gave the example before of how a home identical to one that I made an offer on sold for $550, and then this home sold for way over $600 just 1 month later. And nobody knows. Zillow certainly doesn't know. No online provider knows how much that house sold for. And it's really important to know how much that house sold for, because it hasn't been recorded yet. And so it's good to be working with an agent that has the experience and has the productivity to know what's happening in the market right now, because in that instance, it caused a 10% jump in the value of all the homes in the neighborhood. So if you want an accurate assessment of what the home you want to buy is worth, or what the home you're selling is worth, you've got to talk to a human being, ideally an agent from Spotlight Realty, and you know how to reach us. Thanks.